Greetings, salutations, and other big words. My name's Ethan. My handle is Wrangler. Welcome to Frequency Studios, Weekly Wing It number 153 here on Rumble and YouTube, where I am fighting with my cat for control of my desktop. Hayes, stay off the keyboard, please. Joining us tonight, Mr. Frederick Guimon.
Yeah, my money's on the cat. Hayes, you can do this. Get control of that keyboard. That's where you belong. It's where all cats belong.
Yeah, well, also he's licking my burger. It's like, hey, buddy, that's my supper.
Well, you know, you need a taste tester to make sure your burger's not poisoned.
Yeah, no, well, it's got onions in it, and that's toxic to cats.
Really?
Yeah, I just, otherwise I would have let him like have some, but let me see if I can pick off a piece where it's not touching.
I knew chocolate was toxic. Yeah.
Hayes.
Didn't know.
Another thing that's no good for them is garlic. Hayes.
Are cats vampires?
No.
Because they got vampire teeth.
I think cats are better than vampires.
It depends on the cat.
Well, in the comments, we got Clarence Dixon saying, hello. Good to see you, Clarence. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, we have no topic tonight. So if you got suggestions for topics, go ahead and say it in live chat. We're just here yapping about whatever. Gonna have a good time. Might even mess around a little bit with this video game. I just went blank on the name. I think it's Windswept. Yeah, Windswept by Weatherfell. It's an indie game, just came out a couple weeks ago, and very much inspired by things like Mario Brothers, Donkey Kong Country, all that stuff.
Very pixely.
Just Ink Nabe 5658 says WTF. WTF all you want. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight. See, what stuff do you like to draw? Well, let me get you up there on the big screen there, Frederick.
Yeah, I'm drawing my superhero who's riding a drone today called Rattel. Oh, you can see.
That's the one we're looking for. Okay, we switched that over. There we go.
That's it. So he's kind of like riding a drone like a skateboard.
Yep. B. Grace Combs says, hi.
Hello.
Welcome, B. Grace. Good to see you.
How do you do?
Clarence says, let's go. Fire. Yeah, so tell us about Rattel.
So Rattel he's kind of a daredevil who's decided to build his own drone to fly across the city and do crime fighting. So he's riding it kind of like a bicycle, not a bicycle, like a skateboard or a snowboard, if you will. And yes, basically a quadcopter that you can manage by shifting your weight around. Just fly around the city of Montreal. And fight crime in the streets, bring justice to all.
All right. And Clarence says, I can ride a bike. I can too. You know what I'm even better at than riding bikes? Falling off them. I am great at falling off them. Says, but only electric. Yeah, I haven't ridden a bike in years. I used to ride motorcycle all the time, but that was like over a decade ago. If I hopped on one now, it probably would not be good.
I rode a motorcycle a couple of years ago. I just skipped last year or this year.
I used when I a while back when I was doing construction, but on the other side of the state, we had hardly any rain that summer, so that was my commute vehicle. I saved so much on gas, and I actually looked forward to the commute. It was nice.
Oh yeah, it's a fun ride. I'm gonna get a bike this year. A motorcycle.
It was a. Trying to remember what it was. It was a little, I think it was 550cc. I was at a red light one day, and this dude in a big truck leans out, goes, brother, you need to get a bigger bike. I'm like, yeah, I wish, Yeah. Clarence likes pups. Oh, too bad James isn't on here. He's got that, he's got the doggy ping tuber. He got pulled over. You got pulled over on the electric bike? I knew one guy. He got nailed for DWI so many times they took away his license. So then they caught him riding his bicycle down the road, trashed again. And it's like, dude, come on.
Can you ride a bicycle under the influence or not? I don't know.
Not me. I wouldn't make it out of the
I
driveway.
know. I
but
mean, according to the
it is
law,
considered a DWI in my state anyway. If you're caught riding a bicycle while drunk, they'll still slam you with a DWI.
really.
Yeah, I mean you're maybe not as dangerous as to others as if you were in a car, but it's still no bueno, and you could really hurt yourself, and it's still possible to hurt others. I mean, slamming into someone else with even just a pedal bicycle, it's painful. Oh, speaking of pups, yeah, Clarence mentioned pups. Here you go, one from space. What's up, James?
Hey, James.
Hello, Earthlings. I am here to consume your video games and conquer your nations. How goes?
Well, our nations need conquering. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
That's right.
I think someone's trying to beat you to the whole conquer the nation part. I mean, we're a lot of the nations around
Get
this
in
planet are
line.
kind of hurting.
How's everyone doing today?
Pretty
Doing
chill,
all right.
man. Yeah, I've been playing video games a lot during
Yeah.
holiday seasons as well.
Yeah.
Bought a lot of games this year, and I've been, they're all. I've got a long backlog, so I feel like a real gamer now.
As
But I
do
need
I.
to kill that backlog one
Yeah.
game at a time.
It is dreamlike for me because when I was younger, I basically never really had expendable cash. So just having a video game was a thing, and I pretty much just survived playing off of free to plays. But now I got like a library of 100+ games. Like, yes, we are here now. We have made it.
Steam has made a lot of them very accessible.
Yeah, the sales are crazy, like 90% off on a lot of games. I think the most expensive one I bought was $50, and that
$50.
was Elden Ring, which is supposed to be the best game of all time. So looking forward to playing that in 26.
Righteous.
Clarence asks, Clarence says, I will kidnap you and treat you better than he can. Or would you just like 300 pounds of treats?
Oh, ye human beings, there is nothing a single one of you can offer that the entire nations of the world cannot. We will get to you shortly, and that for which you have to offer will be held in regards to your overall treatment when we take over your planet.
Can you start with Canada?
We will start wherever we want to start with, friend. You just patiently wait and enjoy your time. Abide what time you have. Cuddle up with your loved ones. Kiss your ass goodbye.
I'll play video games until our government gets taken over.
Yeah, what planet are the space pugs from, James?
The space pugs are from planet Pugtopia 19.
You have 19 of them? Well, you guys are doing good.
Well,
Yeah.
it could be more. He could not. Doesn't mean he's on the last one. There could be more.
You currently live on Pugtopia 21 if all things go well. There's a few other
will
planets.
Canada become Pugtopia 51st?
Well, you're never really gonna why would we name a single nation a Pugtopia? That's the planet. And it takes time for you to enter what we call the prosperous Pugtopia phase, approximately 347 hours. After your conquest, you will enter the Pugtopia phase.
I'll have time to finish a lot of games by then.
Now, is there like training or something involved? And do we get to maintain any of our original culture?
You've heard enough. There's no reason to go ahead and spoil all the fun. You just go ahead and bow down once your pug overlords take over your planet.
What if the cats take over before you do? What if they win?
Well, here's the dirty little secret, boys. The cats are slaves. They're all slaves to us. All cats everywhere are actually pug spies. They're scouts. They're reporting everything. This is how we know everything is from our cat slaves. You heard it here first, folks. Your cat's a slave to pugs.
They'll never admit it, though.
I thought
course
I was
not.
the slave. I thought I was the slave to the cat.
You are. This is how they take some recompense from their journey. They themselves get to practice masterdom over the humans. And once the pugs take over, that masterdom will only increase. You will report to the cats, who will report to the pugs.
Meanwhile, the cats are just double agents biding their time.
So they say, but their entire planet's been enslaved. Pugtopia 3.
I would still be careful about cats. They're like little ninja assholes. So,
Nay, we have their mighty, mighty weakness. Behold, many small lasers.
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 You,
Every time they think they step out of line, voila, just put one right on the wall.
Jewish
create-
space laser.
you had to say it.
That's right, Jewish space lasers from Pugtopia 12.
Oh, so the lasers are from 12. You're from 19.
Yeah.
They're but you said if I'll say if because we got a lot of rednecks who like
Yeah.
to fight back. But you said if you take over Earth, we'll become 21. So does that mean you already have a 20, or is there one in progress of becoming number 20?
It's in progress.
So that one's expected to come into complete control before Earth.
It is the planet you know as Uranus.
Oh, you can keep that one.
It is indeed ours. We may go after Mars after this. Depends what Elon does to it first.
Did you take over Uranus for the smell, or
Yeah, I was going to say, do pugs like sniffing Uranus?
There was a lot of data to collect, but no, there were other rare resources we need, particularly various fuel sources to power Nakwita generators.
What kind of generators?
Nakwita generators.
What do those do?
They generate things. That's primarily their source. They generate.
I don't know that. Nakwita generators. That
To
sounds.
generate things.
those sound kind of high tech.
Of course they are. They got us across the universes, which we will name to something else later on. For the word universe does not roll off the dog tongue well. So what are you guys playing? What's this?
This is Windswept.
It seems like a really cool game.
Yeah, it came out just a few weeks ago. It's a brand new indie game. Got it on Steam for $20, and it's very much a Mario Donkey Kong Country style platformer.
what sold you on it first?
Oh, I backed it a couple years ago. So
Oh, this is a crowdfunder.
Yeah.
So what sold you on it a couple of years ago then?
Well, I was just getting into the indie scene, and this looked like fun, so
And here you
thought I'd
are.
give it a try. Backed it, and
Took a little while to release, but it's here.
$20 is not bad. It's a good price for
A game, yeah.
oops, I got
Is that an axolotl?
It looks like it, yeah. What's up, Maji?
Hey, Maji.
Yeah. See, Clarence says, "Free the black cats. They have rights. Free the slaves." And Maji says, "Hello."
Everybody always thinks you have rights, but it's always who comes down to who's got the biggest lasers.
The lasers.
Yeah, this rights thing has gotten out of hand.
Mini-me, stop humping the
You have the right to be powerful and tell people what to do, or you don't.
That was bottomless. I couldn't jump there. What was it? I think it was a Triple H line years ago in wrestling where he said, Being able to do it is what gives you the right to do it.
It's not if I can do it, it's who's going to stop me.
Or as Ace Ventura used to say, somebody stop me. No, that was the mask.
That was the mask.
That was somebody.
Jim Carrey.
Somebody stop me. Smoking.
There was a Jim Carrey Ace Ventura clip I saw on Twitter today. This woman was acting out facial expressions, and it's just the AI would reproduce it as Ace Ventura. And his
He found Captain Winky!
I shouldn't have said that. And yeah, the reproduction was 100% perfect. So we're not gonna need actors anymore. Like we're gonna realize my dream of like redoing the end of Game of Thrones. We're gonna be able to redo all 4 seasons, all the last 4 seasons of Game of Thrones, and reuse the same character actors, at least in appearance, you know.
Yeah, we've had that for about 8 or 9 months now. We're pretty good with facial expressions. I've done a number of facial expression stuff before, like for like little clips for my friend's YouTube channel that sort of like you take a character generated by AI, like Arnold Schwarzenegger dressed as Santa, and then you put on and you just get the image, and then what it does is you record yourself, you record your facial expressions underneath decent light, and then it actually just auto mocaps it for you.
Yeah, replaces the mocap technology.
Yeah, what we're going to get next, which one I would be excited for, is essentially much more advanced. What do they call them? Almost like ping tubers, the anime ones, but like they look real life.
Oh, like real-time AI marionettes kind of a thing.
Exactly.
Oh, that's going to be, you're going to be able to look like anyone you want to look like.
For a large degree, yeah. And the facial expressions are good, and 3D models would work better because you'd still be working with a flat base, flat image, and 3D models work way better for that. Right now, I think they usually use like pre-rigged everything, pre-rigged eyes and stuff.
All the streamers could be cloned. Like you could have 24 million Asmongold shows.
You already do with people who just record this shit and repost it.
Yeah, but you're gonna have people like making new content as Asmongold.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
it's gonna change a lot of things. They're gonna have to put in laws, and it's getting so good that it's gonna disrupt more and more things.
Yeah.
I remember he had a look at some people made an AI Asmongold, and this was like 2 years ago, so it was pretty bad. But he had to look at it, and people could they wrote down questions for the AI, and the AI would just create a video of Asmongold doing the answer. So they'd have a lot of his quirks and his go-to phrases would come back once in a while, which was very convincing. And then some weird form of answer, which wasn't always perfect, of course. But so even back then, like you had a rudimentary version of it. Now it's just going to get perfect. It's keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, it's going to get better.
It's going to get to a point where it's indecipherable. You're not going to know.
Yeah.
It's been replaced or not.
And some of them already kind of are, because it comes down, like if with modern day tech, it comes down to what you're sampling. Like if the image you're sampling looks picture perfect, you're going to get a close to picture perfect output depending on the lighting and stuff like that. There's still a little bit of Uncanny Valley, but it's actually not too hard. There's not like a lot of it. And if you're working with, say, like cartoon avatars, way better. Like it comes out damn good with cartoon avatars.
Yeah, I think Asmund is a cartoon avatar. Have you seen his
Right.
Eyebrows?
Yeah, I need to look for a video on my computer where I actually do mocap my face with I put on a animated molder from X-Files. Then I'd put on my best Mulder accent, which wasn't that good, and then I would dub my voice using a different AI that dubs your voice, and then lace over Mulder's voice over mine. Let me see if I can find that right now. I can show it off.
Yeah, when you can use a combination of AIs, that's really the best, right? Because there's no one central AI doing everything yet.
Yes, that's kind of what. Yeah, because the image was generated in Midjourney, and then I used which AI was it? Wasn't Runway? Yeah, it was Runway. I used Runway AI for the facial mocap, and then I used 11 Labs AI for the voice stuff.
Yeah, I played with 11 Labs a little bit. Can you add voice samples to 11 Labs and have them generate?
Yeah,
I know you have.
That's how I did it.
Oh, I didn't know you could have that feature because I knew you could choose from some of the available voice, quote unquote, voice actors or voice sets. I didn't know you could generate your own.
Yeah. I'm trying to look. I found the Trump one, but that's not the one I was looking for. Here's Mulder X-Files. I think this is it.
Dude, voice actors are fucked. Or you're going to need less and less voice actor. You're going to have one good voice actor doing all of them and then putting the rest through AI, so
yeah,
the main voice actor is going to give, the tempo, the inflection, the delivery, the feeling, basically the soul of the voice.
Yeah.
And then all the other, identity properties of the voices are going to be done through the AI.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not quite there yet. A lot of them are pretty good, but even still, like there's like weird unnatural pauses and bad spots and stuff like that, and it is getting better. I'll give it that.
Well, that's why I'm saying you use an actor to do the underlying text.
Yeah.
So the actor is not going to have any of those awkward pauses. You just filter his voice through the AI. So you lose all the weird AI stuff doesn't come through.
I've done that before. It does work very well.
Yeah, and they are definitely getting better. I know I've called it out before, the channel Multiversal Wisdom, where it's Batman going through and analyzing all these other fictional characters and his contingency plans for them, analyzing their psychology and stuff. And now a common thing they're doing is conversation between Batman and Wolverine at a bar about different characters and different scenarios and stuff. And at first that one was a little awkward because you could tell he goes through, he curates it, he tries to get it smooth. He doesn't just generate and throw it out there. Whoever's doing it, they get it sounding pretty good, but it's still a little off. And then when he started doing the bar conversations between characters, it was a little stilted, but that's getting a lot smoother now too. I've seen some channels that do similar things, but the conversations are like a couple of GPSs imitating celebrity voices, more what it's like, and it's not good. But whoever's running the Multiversal Wisdom channel is really putting the effort into polishing it.
Yeah, the polish is where like you're just gonna get the lazy dudes come by and try to use it as a magic wand, which that's not what it is. You really need
No, not at
to
all.
give a little bit of love.
Yeah, that's like being in the 90s and using Photoshop to add a lens flare.
Hmm.
You know, it's like everything had a freaking lens flare and bevel text for a while in the 90s until everybody got so sick of it.
Well, it's when J.J. Abrams came in and threw lens flares on everything. And that got overwhelming and obnoxious real quick.
Even his wife told him, yeah, you might want to do a little less lens
Less
flare.
is more, man. Less is more.
Yeah, I remember, I think it was the first episode of Firefly where they caught lens flare off the sun. And Josh was like, yeah, leave that in. That looks very much like a Western. But he didn't like pack it in throughout the series. A couple of them happened naturally. And he decided to leave them in as an occasional highlight, not a feature.
Righteous.
A lot of people try and emulate stuff from Joss Whedon, especially his quippy humor and stuff. The thing is, they're just emulating it. They don't know when to apply it, when to hold it back. That's a big one. There are times where you let it, just don't put it in there. Let the scene
You got to
breathe.
know when to lens flare.
Who misses Kenny Rogers? It was such a big deal when I was growing up, and now he's gone. And I see
Wait,
that
did he
with
pass
a lot.
away recently? Wasn't long.
A couple years ago, I think.
Yeah, damn.
Some of the celebrity deaths that made me just drop my jaw over the years because I wasn't expecting. Well, a big one was John Candy. Another one was Chris Farley. I guess Chris Farley we should have seen coming. He kind of went down the same path as John.
That was a while
Belushi.
back, though. Chris Farley,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
But I mean, some of these guys, it was like it seemed too soon to go. I mean, when you get someone like Betty White who finally passes away, who we all thought was immortal, we're like, well, she was 99 years old, just shy of 100. That's not a shock. But when you see guys who are up and comers in their prime and they kick the bucket, it's like, whoa. Like Chadwick Boseman, that was a huge hit to pop culture when he passed. And
Who's Chadwick Boseman?
he played T'Challa in the MCU.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
And,
he was damn good at that part. And without him, that franchise fell apart. The Black
Remember,
Panther franchise. The
you
whole
guys
MCU fell apart on its own. But
do you guys remember George Burns?
yes.
Everyone was expecting him to die for decades. It's like, he's still around. He was like the comedian that would not die, man. He was like, I think he ended up going like over 100.
I think so. Another one was Abe Vigoda. There were actually like websites like tracking, is he dead yet? How many times is he? Because he was reported dead many times before he actually died, and he even spoofed it in a commercial once. He was in some commercial where he's like, I don't even know what it was for, but he like rolled his eyes and went, ugh, I should have been dead years ago, But when he finally died, I think it was like one of those nobody believed it at first because there's been a death hoax on him so many times.
Oh, one of those, huh?
Yeah. And then he wasn't as well known, but he was a big comedian. I thought he was freaking hilarious. Ralphie May. I heard he passed. I'm like, no, not Ralphie. That dude
He was like
hilarious.
seriously overweight, though.
He was. He lost some pounds, and then did he come back up again, or I don't remember. He was on was it called was it The Biggest Loser? It was something else. It was one of them weight loss shows. He was on there, and it was like I didn't care to watch those weight loss shows, but Ralphie's on there. It's gonna be fun now. Okay. Dustin Diamond, there's another one who passed like way too early. I know he kind of fell out of fell out of the spotlight, and then when he popped up, there was like usually controversy around him. But he was a young guy, and
Yeah.
you know, it's like some of them just like, wow, you didn't see that coming. Others, you're like, how are they still alive? You know, you look at the lifestyle of Charlie Sheen, you're like, is this dude just indestructible? If anybody else would have probably croaked by now. But I heard he cleaned up his act quite a bit.
I heard he has tiger blood.
What was the deal with that one? Was that just him trying to like do motivational speaking or something?
That was during an interview. He was high off his. I mean, he looked high. And yeah, he was just spurting out these senseless phrases, and I got tiger blood was one of them. It was a meme for a while.
Just do it!
Was it kind of like that?
No, that one was different. That one's more forced. It seemed Tiger Blood he was blowing like the mind of the interviewer who came to see him, and he was just trying to impress everybody while he was under a lot of pressure. I mean, he
was just trying to talk a big game.
Oh,
He's trying to sound cool.
Yeah, I think he was surrounded by these ladies. I forget what the whole scandal was around that time. I mean, he was embroiled in a lot of stuff. Like his ex-wife filed a police report on him as well.
Yeah, remember the rock star lifestyle? All the big musicians were out there just living that wild, crazy, very explosive and unpredictable lifestyle. You know, and that doesn't seem to be a thing amongst the music bands so much anymore, at least not publicly. I mean, it used to be almost bragged about that they were living this way.
Well, it's different now because you got cell phones everywhere.
Yeah.
So
Maji says Dick Van Dyke can still dance at 100. Yeah, that does. When everything you do is on camera coming from somewhere, no matter what, that does tend to get people to start chilling out. I mean, I'm not condoning the classic rock star lifestyle. Clearly it's not healthy and it's not good for your friends, loved ones, or people around you. But it's like people seem to have been declawed, so to speak. Put it in pug terms. Is this part of the Pug Up plot to take over, get everybody docile?
How would I actually present a video with sound and everything?
Usually just share screen and I can add it in, but that's kind of hit or miss whether the sound comes through with it. Usually whenever I play a video, the sound comes through. When I try and play a video game, I don't know why I haven't been able to get the audio to come through on the StreamYards.
Is it a video off of a tab in the browser or off a video player off your computer?
It's my computer.
Yeah.
It may or may not come through.
Yeah, give it a shot and see.
Okay. Let's see here. Guess I'll present.
I'm watching and awaiting. As soon as I see it pop up in the lower screen, I'll hit it onto the stage.
Okay, they got video. You know what? Give me a second because it's actually like 3 separate videos, and I don't want to be like, oh, check out this. Okay, give me another minute and a half so I can load this one.
All right. Well, in the meantime, we could check out this video from, hey, it's James.
Through hollow night, our voices soar. We roam no more, our spirits roar. In dust and shield, our hearts burn free. We sing the spark of destiny. No throne, no crown, no gilded lore. Our oath resounds forevermore. Against the tide
The Evergreen is on Substack now and Royal Road. Check out worldwithoutend.com or worldwithoutendlore.com, I think it is, James.
Sorry, I'm like busy with the video thing right now.
Yeah, you got to
No
add the
problem.
lore at the end.
Worldwithoutendlore.substack.com.
There it is. I knew there was more I was leaving out. But you can also find that on Royal Road as well.
What's Royal Road?
It's another author's website like Substack where you can go on and read people's stories and everything. But
Another one?
yeah, I've not checked it out myself yet. I probably should be on there, so I need to go check that out sometime sooner rather than later.
There's too many websites.
Maji says, if I stopped talking, I passed out because of the Sandman. Yeah, did you just get off work, Maji? This time of year, you must be wiped out after.
Yeah, it's the worst time for retail.
Yeah, I don't think she just stands at a register. I think she has to do a lot of semi-administrative juggling.
And she probably has to listen to Mariah
not-
Carey as well.
Oh no! I tell you what, Mariah Carey is. She's one of the few modern artists who really got her Christmas stuff to take off. Because there's a lot of modern music artists who've taken a swing at making Christmas songs, and people are like, oh hey, cool, check this out, and then they forget about it. Mariah Carey's Christmas music has staying power. So I will give her props to that. But I can only listen to so much of it. You know, at a certain point, it's like, okay, I'm done. Faith Hill took off too for a little bit, but it turns out the Christmas song she sang that took off was written by Mariah Carey. So she's almost cornered the modern Christmas music market. Yeah, Maji says, yep, she's got to do all that juggling. Yeah, I do not envy your position this time of year, Maji, but thanks for hanging in there and keeping the commercialization of Christ's birthday afloat. Wait a minute, that sounded wrong, didn't it?
Sounded sarcastic, just a smidge.
Yeah. But seriously, if it wasn't for the Christmas season, I think our whole economy would have collapsed entirely. It's probably keeping our economy on life support. Black Friday, is that because the first time in the
You mean Wall Street's economy?
Ledgers go into the black? She says, "Got to show my boys some love." Right then buy me stuff. No, it's Christmas. Buy me stuff because you don't have enough pressure already. Now, hopefully by next Christmas, I'll be able to be giving out gifts of The Legend of Solar by Maji. I think she's not doing MAJI-CHAN for her pen name. I think she's doing Maji Neal. But her novel should be coming out sometime fairly soon. What are you looking at, Maj? Next couple of months or within the next 6 months?
She's pretty close from what she's been saying recently. But then, Otter's been pretty close for, it seems like the end, you feel like you're right at the end, but that part can last a long time.
Oh, next month or February. Yeah, it can. That last month can really, it's done. Yes.
Oh, it's done. Done.
She says either next month or February it's going to be released.
That's cool.
Maji, we are going to have to shill that everywhere.
You're going to have to go on Royce's show now.
Yeah. Just think, all that started because of a joke that Kikoman made, and then Billy Bob Sack kind of perpetuated.
A big
It's
troll.
supposed to be just a short story as a gag, and it turned into a full-blown novel. Waiting on font for the cover. That's it. That's pretty close. I cannot wait. I can't wait to see the cover. Maji, will you do a cover reveal with us when you're ready? Just put chat on the spot. Maji's in chat. She's not even on the panel today, and she's practically getting interviewed.
Having a book come out is pretty exciting.
Yeah, yours is going to come out like a month or two after hers, right?
Yeah, I'm aiming for March if all goes well.
Nice. Now, is this possibly going to be another card, or is just art, just some art for fun?
So this is art for fun. I've been doing art for fun the past couple of months, but that doesn't mean you can't use it for something.
Yeah, you still like throw it all over social media and use it as promotional material.
Yeah, I'm always sharing what I do online when it's done. I like to post it. But it could be website art after that. It could be find its way inside of a book. You never know. It's hard to predict. Or it might not, some of those hit the cutting room floor. That's the reality of it. But if I was going to do a trading card, I'd do a smaller, because if it's too big, you lose all of the details when you reduce it.
Oh, the Lord Otter liked my comment on Twitter. Cool. Oh, speaking of which, Otter, what's up, man?
Kind of an odd coincidence. You mentioned that, and that's right whenever I'm joining the back.
I summoned the Otter.
I know, right?
That faucet ferret, that water weasel.
I know, right? The round snout.
Maji says her friend made the custom border by hand drawing. Nice.
Okay, so I quickly edited this video together. If I upload it to YouTube on a and send you a link, can you play it?
Absolutely.
Cool, I'll do that.
Christy has joined us. What's up, Christy? She says, howdy.
Howdy, Chrissy. How you doing, Otter? Nice to see you, man.
Hotter.
I'm doing all right. Been a little bit sick for the last week or so, but I'm on the mend. I'm starting to feel better anyway.
You're on the mend or the meds?
The mend.
Oh, that's good.
Both.
Good.
Slowly
Yes,
getting
both.
better.
That's good. Good to hear. Have you been writing that cowboy book you've been kind of talking about a little bit? You've been doing research with comic books and movies. And...
See, the outline I've got for that is mostly written. I've got a few more things I'm tightening up with it. I'm kind of going between that and 2 other stories right now. So technically I'm working on 3 at once. So the Western is one, Steel and Stormbright number 3 is another.
Nice.
And the third one is more of a dystopian sci-fi novel, which is a little more just kind of seeing what I can do.
It's not competition, Otter. We're not trying to make as many books as we can at the same time.
He's going to try and catch up with Black Knight.
Trust me, it's really just more of a consistency thing I've been doing more than anything. And I'm not even spending that much time at my desk in the morning. It's really just kind of like do a bit here, do a bit there, do a bit there. But it's like you repeat that like every day. It actually builds up on 3 different fronts.
Yeah, it's compounding effect, right? I've been diving into Red Dead Redemption 2, so I'm really in the cowboy mood lately.
Hey, it's a great game. I'll say that much.
It's fun.
It's a little overwhelming at first, but it's like once you kind of get into the rhythm that the game has for you, it's just so much fun.
Well, it's slow paced at the beginning, like it's almost like being a real cowboy. You're just walking around in the field.
I actually mind the slow paced beginning. I know a lot of people hate it, and I get it. I'm like one of the few people who doesn't mind it for whatever reason.
I posted the link in the studio chat there. It's an example of mocap that I did for a subscription call. Like the footage I use is low grade, and I did that on purpose to see how well the mocap would work. 100% AI mocap here. Make sure the audio is playing though.
Are you mocapping yourself?
Mocapping everything, also dubbing my voice, which you're gonna hear.
Oh, cool.
Is an AI dubbed voice.
Sweet.
All right. Let me kill the background music real quick.
It's not that long of a video.
All right. Let's go to the videotape.
So I'm sitting there enjoying the stream, and I realize how much people are not subscribed yet watching. Like, what's the deal? You don't got to get in your car or anything.
You trying to win a medal? Laziest person on earth? Can't subscribe? I've had to move my wrist and hit the click button. Frankly, it's beyond me. It's beyond me.
So I'm sitting there enjoying.
And there you go.
How long did that take?
Honestly, maybe a half hour tops.
Oh wow!
Like if we're talking, like I guess, if we're gonna add in cloning Jerry's voice, you can add in an extra half hour, an hour, because I have to hunt down clips of his voice from the exact era I was kind of going for, and then I clean up the voice a little bit, and then I feed it to the AI to sample it. And then I take a recording of myself, for what you've seen, recording my face and my voice at the same time. I feed the audio to one AI to dub, and I feed the mocap to the other AI to mocap my face onto a still image. I was just using a still image of Jerry Seinfeld that I generated for that one. That might have been a Grok image actually. So 3 separate AIs. To make that in about an hour tops.
Yeah, Grok still can be a little hit or miss, and Grok needs to learn collisions, so like limbs don't phase through one another.
Yeah,
Well, that's
the
kind of the
video
problem with AI in general.
The video is not Grok. Grok only generated the image. The video was generated by Runway AI. Because Grok doesn't mocap. I don't think Grok can mocap. Runway AI can mocap. Grok just generated the image. Back then, when I generated this image, because this is actually this video I just showed you is close to a year old now.
Oh wow!
Grok did not have the capability to produce video yet.
Yeah. And now Grok does, and Grok does some pretty cool animations. Also does some really weird, freaky crap sometimes.
But I wanted to
pretty amazing.
I wanted to show that off to show off the potential. And I have used that before for this short I did, where I made a fake radio station thing, and I used Tailspire, a software that lets you import digital miniatures, and I just placed the digital miniatures where I wanted them to be, and then I I took mocap and I took audio, and I did the exact same procedure just on a larger scale on digital miniatures, and it came out pretty good.
Cool. Oh, Christy says Frederick Silver Surfer.
Close, but it's a Rattel. He's a very similar silhouette, right? I need to, once I add his shoulder pads, the silhouette will stand out a little bit more.
I am now in 2 places at once.
Oh, Frederick, I'd meant to say I'd been trying out a new BD that was published in Heavy Metal Magazine back in the 80s. It's been great inspiration for at least the more supernatural side of this Western story I've got going on.
Oh, is that the Western you've shared on your Discord?
Yeah, it's called Texarkana.
Yeah, I've been trying to find that. That's not a BD on its own, though. I don't think. I haven't been able to find it.
I found it on Amazon. They had like a collection of the stories.
Really?
Yeah, that's where I recommend getting it.
Every time I hear Texarkana, all I can think about is Smoking the Bandit.
Yeah, well, it's very much a play on words because it's Arcana technically instead of Arcana. So I guess you could say Texarkana, but I just say Texarkana. And it's basically just town in the Old West. Let's throw in vampire, werewolves, occult magic, and have everybody act like a 19th century political cartoon. It's great. It's really
Don't forget
fun.
to add in Sheriff Buford T. Justice.
It's funny because there's like a disclaimer from the author saying like, oh yeah, just so you know, by modern standards, this is like filled with stereotypes. He's like, I don't regret this. In fact, the only thing I regret is that I couldn't include stereotypes for absolutely everything and everyone.
Funny.
That's inclusivity, so
I
they
know.
can't complain.
That was
Yeah.
his point actually, which was make a stereotype out of everyone.
Yeah,
Frequency.
no preferential treatment with the stereotypes.
I put up an example there of mocap on digital models. If you want to play a quick 30-second clip there.
All right, give me a second. I'll throw that on screen.
Thank you, sir. Thank God. Sorry if I derailed the conversation. But
It's called
a
the
good
Wing
show.
It.
You're right. It's the Wing It. It's good to show what people can do with just whatever they've got. And right now, the mocap has like when I recorded this was a while ago, and they just did like upper body facial mocap, but the mocap has now they can now do full body mocap for a lot of this. So I should really get back in there and try some more of this stuff because it was fun to make, just a bit time consuming. And I'm always just moving from like one little project to the other from time to time.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
this
just
one
getting
plays
better.
it from the beginning? Oh, okay. I thought I saved it at the like 40-second mark or something. But that's cool. You might have to.
My bad. Let me re-click that link. Hang on a second. I thought I messed up, and I grabbed the slider and put it back to the beginning.
I mean, I don't mind if you play it from the beginning, but you know, I don't want to respect. I want to respect everyone's time.
Respect my authority.
Right? Yeah, there's a lot of great technology you can mix and match if you really got quite the imagination, because the softwares for this were not supposed to match. Just to give you an idea of a mocap on digital models.
All right, here we go.
But hey, you get what you paid for. Here's one to start things off on a real
Oh,
electrifying
I
note.
love this one.
We're spinning up Zan 3's breakout track, Heart in the Circuit. Now you've heard the name, even if you can't stand the sound of him bragging about his upgrades. They say he's the taboo superstar of steel, all because he's got a little extra spark under the hood, you know?
His
Now, I
voice
wouldn't say
seems
the guy's
familiar.
subtle. He's a one-man parade of parts. Folks in Tyrex City would be running for the exit.
Well, that's
if they
basically
saw
it
him
right
walking
there.
down the
Is where I
street.
show
But
off
hey,
the,
that
the
place is just a
mocap.
city-sized mall now. At least the customer service is decent there. But old Zan 3 here, well, he's got a heart in the circuit, or so he claims. If only the thing came with a volume knob. So sit back, take a deep breath, unless you're near any open flames, and let's dive into the track that made Zan 3 every rebel's favorite rust bucket.
Yeah, that DJ needs to take his shirt off, though.
He needs to wash his kahunas.
It's Kahuna with a touch of transatlantic.
Yeah, but all this was made in Tailspire. Otter, I know you're familiar with the software, and it's
Oh, yeah.
software primarily made just for like digital RPG games. And I just try to retrofit it while using AI to enhance it there, and created this. I guess you'd call it an animation. Some of it's animation.
Yeah,
What's
some
up,
of it is-
Tomcat?
it's
Good to
got-
see you, man.
It's got like a whole cutscene mode. That's pretty cool.
Exactly. Yeah, which really helps as well for a lot of stuff. But all of it is pretty much done through just taking still shots.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
working
taking
on that.
steroids.
No,
Well,
no,
that too.
no, not anymore. But yeah, just still frame shots and then animating them with AI. See, a part of me wants to almost take some of these shots and feed it to the AI generator, see what happens.
Part of me wants to do it with my drawings now. It's like, oh, well, maybe I can animate my characters using some mocap.
I mean, you have before, right? With your trailer, it's got a bunch of great mocap on there.
No, well, I mean, it's all Grok deciding what it does with it.
that's
Best
true.
I can do is try to give it a prompt, but to be
Yeah.
honest, it's so hard to get it to do what you want to do with Grok. You either, it's like winning the lottery, like you're pulling a lever and you're hoping for the best.
Yeah, dog. Yeah. I need to reincorporate some of this technology because there's a lot of good stuff you can do with it. And animation, man, people love it.
Speaking of your trailer, Frederick, I just realized I forgot to upload that shorter version you sent me. I do have it, but I forgot to put it on here.
Well,
But we'll
technically,
run
it's
the-
not shorter. It's just more recent. I tried to make it shorter and failed horribly. It's exactly the same time. It's just I cut out the intro and put more voiceover.
But I do have your original, so if you want, we can give that one a run.
Let's do it.
We'll do it live.
Thank you all so much for coming on tonight. I really appreciate it. I especially appreciate Frederick Guimont. I'm just going to call him out tonight because, I don't know, I want to make everybody else jealous. And also, he's got a great name. Thanks for coming on, everybody.
Frederick Guimont. Okay, that is actually a really cool scene. I really like that. That's cool. Damn. That looks really cool, Frederick.
Frederick, what are you working on right now, man?
It's starting to feel like a lifetime ago.
Well, it looks good, man. Every time I see it.
Thank you. I've had a couple of people.
Tomcat says, I don't say it enough, but big love and respect to you panel and chat as creators. We put a lot into our shit. Don't think you go ignored by me out here. Thank you, Tomcat. That's good to hear.
Cats.
Tomcat's got our morale boost right there.
The scene that I actually like the most is the one with the cigar. There's something about that. You know, you see the tip of the cigar completely lit, animated, and going, and everything else is black and white. There's something about that style that, like, well, I mean, I'm not even sure it's a freaking style, but there's some sort of surrealism about that really just artistically sticks out to me.
What's unique about that first trailer is a lot of the animated stuff is from incomplete drawings or just like sketched out drawings, right? It's not all of it is colored, not all of it is finished, so it's different stages of completion. And I tried to I love that image as well, James, and I tried to reproduce it with the latest trailer is all colored, it's all finished material, So I tried to get the same kind of cigar thing happening because I got the same image all colored up. But Grok would not do it. Yeah, I can't get it to do the same simple animation. It's like impossible. Don't know why.
Yeah. No, just to clear up some confusion, Christy can't see Tomcat in the chat. Well, Christy, there's two versions of the stream happening at the same time. One in portrait, one in landscape. He is on the other one. The chats from both streams filter in through our StreamYard chat line. Unfortunately, the chats from Rumble don't come in through here. I wish they did. But yeah, that's the downside to the two formats that are going out simultaneous. If you're in one chat, you can't see the people in the other, even though it's the same show. I hope they find a way to bridge that sometime in the near future. Who knows?
That's going to be difficult right there because, like, essentially what it's doing is it's creating two separate streams.
Yeah.
So, like, YouTube would have to find a way so that way it could multi-stream without breaking up the chat and actually creating a separate stream itself.
Yeah, because you're doing a portrait stream as well as a landscape stream.
Yeah, and either way, you know, it pops up and it has the YouTube symbol on it, it's letting you know this is from the YouTube show, but there's two different YouTube live chats happening simultaneous. I really do wish the StreamYards would let us see the Rumble in the lineup as well, because we are on Rumble right now, but I can't see the live chats over there. Now, typically, the Rumble live chats aren't as active as the YouTube ones. They used to be a little more active, I think. But the fact that I keep missing chats that would happen over there and I don't get to address them, and they're not as likely to stick around, or they came over to YouTube instead. So it makes it tough to build up the Rumble channel. But
you really
we're still on there. We're on Rumble Live. What was that, Frederick?
You have to keep an eye out on a separate window, separate tab. The Rumble chats, or else you just can't follow. I was doing the same thing when I was streaming on Zapstream for a while. I had to have another tab and I'd check in periodically. Okay, we got a new one, or we don't. And I had to check in, or else you'd miss it.
Yeah, and as soon as I go back inside to the keyboard, I'm going to pop it up and take a look. King Bawb used to pop up on the Rumble chat quite a bit, and I wouldn't know it till like an hour later. Now he just comes on the panel and gives us all the fifth degree. Yeah, Christy, the technology is getting kind of weird, but it's going. Progress. When you make progress, you get a few little glitches and stumbles along the way.
This is the future, damn it. You need to get all futuristic up in here.
Time to go Futurama on this thing. Tomcat says, I gotta go. Love you all. Stay strong, stay safe, stay positive. Keep being you and keep doing what you do. Thank you, Tomcat. You have an awesome night, man. Thanks for stopping in and hanging out with us for a bit.
Spy on the humans for us and report in.
And bring me fish. Lots of fish.
Tomcat's a cat. He might eat the fish before it gets to you, Otter.
Well, maybe he can spare the clams.
Do the space pugs have any interest in working with the water weasel mafia?
Don't worry, I'll make them an offer they can't refuse.
No, is the short answer. Ha 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 ha! You fool! Is the
You
long
answered
answer.
poorly.
We got
What
Jewish.
is your name? What is your quest? What is your favorite color? The answer? No. All right, let me get back to my keyboard because it's cold out here.
Would you say, baby, it's cold outside?
I would.
Oh, okay.
It'd be better off being sung, but I don't have the good singing voice for that song, so I'll leave that one to the professionals.
Well, that's awfully disappointing. You know how heartbroken I am to hear that?
Let me guess. Not at all.
Well,
Yes,
you're
it's strong,
only
this
half
one.
correct. I'm very broken up about it. Maji's saying this one dog pony show avoids rodents or they flood your ex with otters. Yeah, that's totally not intentional at all.
Oh boy. So tell us how Cyberpunk is a better video game than The Witcher.
Simple. Controls are better. Easy. Geralt controls like he's floating in the clouds.
Really?
Yes, it's actually kind of dreadful.
Interesting choice of words. I was going to make the comparison. Of course, I'm going to always go back to Metroid. It's like Super Metroid. Samus is really floaty, but then you go to Dread, and those controls are so dang good.
It's kind of weird because I actually think The Witcher 3 is a better written game, has better writing for sure. I don't know which game has better quest design because we're not exactly going with a super high bar here. Some of them are good, but it's like you get a lot of illusion of choice. So far, I'm actually enjoying Cyberpunk a little bit more. One is I'm a little biased towards a fun Cyberpunk world. I enjoy that. 2 is just the controls. I
Since
think
we're talking about a Cyberpunk world, I'm switching the Chill Kid song over to another Chill Kid song.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get back into playing some Cyberpunk. I stopped because the controls were so bad, especially with the cars. Like, it were undrivable.
Oh,
for a
the
while.
cars are a different story.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
the driving controls are bad. I'm not going to
But
defend that.
for the side quests, I've heard The Witcher is got better side quests than most games have main quests now. I hear good things about The Witcher 3 side quest.
I'm going to disagree with most people then, because I'm very critical on The Witcher in general. I actually think The Witcher 1 is a better game than The Witcher 3 by quite a lot, actually.
What video game do you think has the best writing that you've seen so far?
Recency bias, but I'm going to say Claire Obscura is up there.
Really? I've always go with dang it, I can't remember what it's Drake's Fortune.
Uncharted?
Uncharted, there you go. Uncharted series has some pretty dope writing.
Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver has some really good writing in it.
Same writer.
Yeah.
I'm a fan
what's her
of
name? Amy Wendig? Is that right?
That's the one I was looking for. Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Damn
a super good writer.
Damn good writing. And frankly, most video game writing really isn't that good in general. The crew.
Yeah, like even some of the most iconic stories in games, the actual standard of writing is not very high.
Oh my, no, not at all. Unfortunately.
I think I did some pretty good video game writing. I just got to turn it into a video game.
Yeah, I'll actually list Claire Obscura as one of the top examples because that story actually has like, I'd say at least 4 or 5 different layers you can dive into with
Yeah,
it.
I heard they really went to town on that. Have a great night, Christy. She says, I'm going to go find some food. Have a great night. Thanks for stopping in and hanging with us. We'll see you later.
Happy
God
hunting.
bless Christy. Yeah, I'll say this though, and this is what I love about it, is that it's a story about saving the world, but it closely involves your main characters. And the world building is also using a lot of personification for characters. So it's like environmental storytelling. It directly feeds into like named characters. It tells you more about them. It also tells you how they think about each other.
I also want to let everyone know that none of us instantly said any Hideo Kojima games.
Kojima.
Well, I was gonna say, like, Isn't Elden Ring one of Kojima's games?
No, that's
Oh,
from
God,
Soft.
no.
Oh, okay, I'm
God.
mixing the Japanese names all sounded like to me because I'm racist.
Kojima is like Metal Gear Solid, Death Stranding.
Oh, okay. Because Elden Ring has J.R.R. Martin doing world building on that one.
Yeah. Like from what I know of the story of Elden Ring, I think the world building and the storyline's fine. And this is the thing with FromSoft. A lot of their stories, they're either good or they intentionally leave it obscure. To where it's like they don't have to write everything out. They just have to give enough breadcrumbs.
Shallow depth.
Yeah. But
yeah, put the breadcrumbs down, let the imagination fill in the rest.
yeah, and I actually consider it to be pretty smart for the most part. It's just people are actually starting to call the bluff because it's been done so many times.
Right? Like, you don't know what the fuck's going on here. I want to see your story Bible. Show me your story Bible now.
But Kojima is like, I call Kojima a good bad writer, where it's like his writing is not good, but you can tell he's passionate about what he does.
That's pretty low.
That sounds like Ed
Yeah.
Wood. Like Ed Wood's a good bad movie director.
It kind of is, where it's like a lot of Kojima fans will outright state, hey, I love Kojima and his writing, but there's some stupid shit in his games.
Yeah.
And there is a lot of stupid shit in his games.
He gets what I call Final Fantasy levels of writing.
I think it's worse than Final Fantasy half the time. Final Fantasy has some dumb moments in it. Kojima games have some really supremely dumb moments in it.
Yes, we all do dumb things sometimes, but paying too much for your car insurance doesn't have to be one of them.
Look, Final Fantasy X has a cringy laugh scene where it's like they're laughing out loud to try and like hide the pain of their lives. That's an unintentionally funny scene. Kojima literally has a plot line where it's like the main villain gets killed off, other villain gets main villain's arm grafted onto him, and through his arm he mind controls the other villain.
Because arms are totally known for their, like, you know, strength and neurological networks and stuff.
Exactly. Also, nitpick that nobody talks about in the Metal Gear games. At the beginning of Metal Gear Solid 3, they pick code names for each other after the mission is begun when Snake is behind enemy lines over an open comm. Nobody picks that out, but it's like, you see it, you're like, this is like stupid. Nobody would do this. Anybody with military training would not do this.
Right.
Dude, we forgot to give each other code names.
Colonel's like, all right, Snake, time to choose code names. He says as he's behind like Russian lines.
Code name.
Maybe it was a decoy.
That's pretty funny. Yeah. And his character names are stupid. Okay.
Who are the Patriots? Lolly Lule Lo.
Revolver Ocelot. And that's the guy's real name.
That's just badass.
There's
Ocelots are
Solid
cool.
Snake, Naked Snake, Big
Solidus.
Boss, The Boss. These are real names, by the way.
I want to name my kid Revolver Ocelot.
The Pain,
Solidus Snake.
The Fear. What else is there?
What's up, Saboteur? What's going on, man?
Hey, Charlie. Nice to see you, man.
But
Hey, if you feel like jumping in here, let me know. I'll shoot you the link.
in a weird way, that's also part of the charm with Kojima. It's like some of it's so bad, it's enjoyable.
Like
So-
a good meme.
Yeah, it's like a good meme. So it's like, that's kind of why you can. That's why I'll say Kojima's like a good bad writer, where it's like, it ain't good writing, but you're still entertained by it. It's not
Also,
boring.
after the release of his latest game, I'm starting to think Metal Gear was kind of holding them up a bit.
I think so too. Death Stranding is. I never liked the look of Death Stranding, and it seems people have just kind of like fled from it more and more since.
I
Where it
didn't
just
even realize.
seems pretentious.
I didn't even realize Death Stranding 2 launched and it failed as it like the numbers were not good.
It actually made me very happy to see Claire Obscure like win like best game direction over Death Stranding 2.
Yeah, he
so
didn't
you
seem,
had to
happy
see
about
Kojima like react to it.
He was pissed, right?
He was trying to save face, but you could tell he was not the happiest about it.
Fuck. But my game, it's so artistically brilliant. You walk across the planet in the world's greatest delivery simulator in the post-apocalypse. With like Resident Evil shit.
So Kojima got beat out in the writing and direction department by a team that whenever they began, they did not know how to make video games.
They had access to YouTube, Otter.
Yeah, they actually thanked like YouTube tutorials because they were like, yeah, when we began, we didn't know how to make games. Thank you to YouTube tutorials. I'm like, that's unironically the best part of this.
Especially the guy who did the tutorial on how to make a game that wins all the awards. That guy. Gotta thank him.
Well, you actually hear the creative process behind it. It actually sounds very healthy where you had the actual game director and the writer where it was like she would write stuff down, but he would throw in ideas, she would throw back ideas, and she would also work directly with like the voice actors to kind of like work with them, get the best performance. So it's like she wasn't like this aloof figure behind the shadows. It was like, no, she was working with everybody just as much as everybody else was. And I think that's a big part of why so many people end up resonating with the story.
It was nice to see. It also confirmed, having them win all those awards confirmed that French people always wear berets and striped shirts.
And they all won like they all wore like berets and baguettes at the awards, and they won like 9 out of the 12 awards they were nominated for.
Yeah, I heard that you're talking about Expedition 33, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I also heard they lost an award for the biggest BS reason.
Oh, it's a different award show. It's stupid because because this is part of the anti-AI brigade, and I'll preface this by saying I'm not a supporter of AI in a commercial context. How they used AI though, I'm like, why are they getting canceled over this? Because they were just using it for placeholder assets. AKA,
yeah, and then when the commissioned art came in, they replaced it.
Yeah, they end up replacing it.
And I was like, I was just stunned. I'm like, but AAA studios do this all the time, and they don't get penalized at the Game Awards for that.
Call of Duty didn't even replace the AI assets. They left
there is sort of a whole counterculture movement against Expedition 33. I'm sensing some bad actors, a few grifters, but a lot of bad actors, where they've already got a foothold in the industry. And Expedition 33 is very much like they're kind of an enigma, along with Larian.
Check this out, Immortal Rising #3. There's a page for you.
Ooh. I like the whole panel.
That's cool.
That's really cool.
That's the artwork of Jose Garcia right there.
He's getting better every day.
I really do like his style.
Yeah, it's super cool.
I mean, it's got like anime-esque style to it, but it's still unique, and it's definitely his own. It's very recognizable once you know his artwork. When you see it pop up, you can't help but go, oh yeah, that's Jose Garcia right there.
Also, it looks like Tank Ferret just joined us in the chat.
What's up, Tank?
Yeah, he's been there earlier as well. Nice to see you, Tank. To comment on the page, it feels like he's getting more than anime now. He's going full into comics, where it felt very cell shaded in the first couple of books, but this is starting to feel way more detailed in the colors and the lighting. He's making definite improvements. It's taking advantage a little bit more of the comics medium, I think.
Nice. I love to see people expand and improve like this, man.
Yeah. Well, I think his background is in animation, so it's his go-to style, I think. So, but after doing like freaking 4 books, I think he's been doing.
Yeah, he's been at it, huh?
I believe he also did the artwork in Crimson Wren of the True North, which I have the hardcover of that graphic novel, and I still need to sit down and read it.
Yeah, my backlog on books is as bad as my backlog on games now.
That was something I was hoping to do with my vacation time, not just keep working on my own book, but catch up on a few of a little bit of the backlog.
Yeah.
But since my vacation started, I've been busy doing other work. So.
This is what I've been doing, and this has been my workaround. Commit to reading a page a day. And it's like usually you end up going a lot farther than a page.
Yeah, I've heard that technique to get your kids to brush their teeth. You just ask them to brush just one teeth, and there's no way they're obviously going to do more once they're in front of the sink and with the mirror. They're going to start brushing the other teeth
and be like, "Put the toothbrush down, you overachiever."
Say that one more time, Frequency.
I said, once they start brushing their teeth, they're like, "Put the toothbrush down, you overachiever."
Oh. Yeah, but that's also been my technique for writing lately, is just get started on a few different ones. If you want to go farther with it, go farther with it. But there's no obligation.
Yeah, at least you did something, even if it's just a little bit. It's moving forward every day.
Well, I've heard a similar principle with like exercise and working out, which is like, even if you're just doing a little bit, it's better than you skipping working out entirely.
Yeah, I mean, usually when I do the whole workout thing, I take it easy. I work out until I feel uncomfortable, and then I push myself just a bit more every other day, you know?
Yeah.
Ken Ferris says, "We brush together and hum the Star Spangled Banner." And Blue Man Blue has joined us. He says, "Merry Christmas, nerds."
That's very patriotic, Tank.
Good health is a matter of national security.
Precisely. Yeah, I find it actually surprising just how many skills out there are just a matter of consistency. Even if it's just a little bit each day or a little bit a week or something like that. Yeah. It's not even like trying hard, it's just doing it.
Yeah, you got to make it a habit.
Yeah.
That's the tough part, getting over the bad habit of procrastination.
Yeah. Well, the trick, and this is what I've learned progressively, is give yourself a small goal to achieve. Whatever, like one of the things I like the least about writing is not the writing part, it's the managing the business part of it. I'm like, I have to do paperwork along with writing stories. What?
Yeah.
You already written your name on enough stuff. It's like, I don't want to write more stuff over here.
Can't AI do the paperwork now?
That's right. Autofill.
So this is my goal. This is what I do to get myself into it. Just check my work email. That gets me into it.
And I just found an awesome post on X Twitter from John A. Douglas. Let's see if I can put that up there.
I like that strategy. Get Otter to check my work email every day.
Dip, dip, dip. I have more books to write, and I'm woefully behind where I want to be.
Well, it's weird that I say business email as work email, but it is work.
That it is.
I will say this. This is one thing I'll actually give Cyberpunk. It's actually made me want to try and go back and read through Neuromancer. I've had a couple of times where I've tried to read through that book and I've had trouble getting.
Oh, I'm not going back.
It's not the easiest book, to be honest.
I've read it already a couple of times.
It's a book where it's like you can see where the tropes came from with that book. At the same time, it's like whenever William Gibson says, "I watched Blade Runner and it felt similar to my book, so I rewrote it 12 times. I'm like, I believe you. That's how the book reads.
Well, it's not just the tropes that he came up with. He came up with the actual vocabulary. Like cyberspace is one of his words.
Well, he came up with the term cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Huh. Oh, Full Man Blue. He's an example of identity politics done right. He says, this message identifies as a $100 super chat for Wrangler.
You can take that to the bank. I would recommend, Otter, though, if you have not read it yet, read Snow Crash.
I've heard about Snow Crash. That's where the main character's name is Hero Protagonist.
Yes. But it's spelled Hiro because he's Japanese.
Yeah, like totally not a play on words. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I've heard both from you and a couple other authors, where it's like, if you want to get into something like Neuromancer, but Neuromancer is a bit too rough around the edges for you, read Snow Crash.
Yeah, well, Neuromancer's, well, especially if you've read it already, it's a bit more abstract. Snow Crash, it's much more of a fun read. You actually have like battles in 3D cyberspace. I don't know if they call it cyberspace, but they have like fights in the game environment.
Like for me, Neuromancer is like, I get the ideas behind it. Like it has that edge you see in so many like cyberpunk movies and books. It's just how it contextualizes it is so like it just feels like he was super baked when he wrote it, because I can't actually visualize what you're trying to tell me.
It doesn't get much better either. I'm just being honest. I remember though it came apart in the story near the end when he runs into these individuals, 3 of them in a room, and then they just basically fill him in on the plot. Never have I wanted to get into a book more than I did with Neuromancer, because I like cyberpunk as a genre. I think it's a lot of fun. William Gibson's tropes are all over the place in the genre. And it's like he's a super influential writer. It's just, man, you can tell that's the first book. Yeah, this very first bookisms.
Just found an awesome meme from Belmont Press. This is your boat. This is your boat on drugs. Any questions?
I have many.
I saw the footage on the news where one of the drug boats got struck by a Hellfire, or what's most likely a Hellfire missile. And I'm like, they showed it, they replayed the scene. I'm like, there they are, just kind of cruising along atop the water. And then, boom, there's an explosion with a tiny little bit of a contrail. And, like, backing it up, watching it slow-mo, you cannot see that missile until it's hitting them. It's coming in that fast. So I hopped on the computer, started doing research, because I'm like, if my characters are in a boat and a missile like that launches at them, could they survive? Could they catch that thing coming in time and to get off, to jump overboard? And it's like, not really, no. These things are like, they're about 5 inches around, and they deliberately launch at an angle. So, like, if you look up at it and it's in the sky and it's only 5 inches around and it's coming straight on, you're not really going to see it.
Well,
and they're
I beg
going
to
faster than the
differ.
speed of sound, so you get no audible heads up that something's
If you're
not
in
there.
an action movie and you're the protagonist with plot armor, you can jump out just in time.
I mean, it is within the realm of possibility for, someone to catch a glimpse like, oh crap, and they got about 2 seconds to dive overboard. And even then, the shockwave through the water might knock them out and they'll drown. But those things are no joke. Because I'm like, what if I was writing a scene and characters on a boat with something like that coming? And I'm like, not even my empaths would pick it up, because whoever's launching that is probably sitting about 3,000 miles away in a control room hitting a button. So it's like, that doesn't look too good. It's like, I
Spider
don't,
senses might do it though.
Spidey sense would pick it up, but my bullet dodgers probably wouldn't be able to get out of the way in time, you know? And even my impasse, the person hitting the button is nowhere nearby them, so there's nothing for them to pick up.
Thank you, Fu Man Blue.
And unless one of them happened to empathically entangle with that individual who happens to be hitting the button, likelihood 0. So yeah, those things are like no joke. My superhuman characters would probably survive the blast, but they would be seriously injured and need immediate medical attention if they don't want to succumb to the wounds. So it's like, yeah, I don't see a scenario where it's likely I don't see myself writing a scenario with them on one of those boats unless I'm looking to kill them off or have them severely injured.
Well, they better not transport drugs to America. That's my advice to them.
All right.
Fu Man Blue says Tomahawk is subsonic but still very fast. When I was doing the research, they were saying it was most likely a Hellfire, which is hypersonic, and so they don't hear it coming. But it gets there before the noise does. Look on the bright side. I don't think they have a chance to suffer before they die. So.
Always look on the bright side of
it's a very thin silver lining, but something.
I don't think so at all.
Life's a piece of shit when you take a look at it.
When you are offered the opportunity to be eradicated in an absolute instant before you know you're dead, you're sparing yourself a lot of pain and suffering there. Ever seen a man die of cancer? Now that's fucking merciless. Put a bullet through that guy, man.
But then, I guess a couple weeks ago on the news, one of those boats was blown up, and then other boats came right up to it trying to salvage the drugs. I'm like, they saw what happened to that boat, and they're more afraid of their boss than they are of getting blown up. That's got to tell you something right there.
Or they're too stupid to understand what's happening.
They probably know what's happening, and it's probably their boss is just they would rather get blown up than cross their boss. It's not somebody I want to work for.
The Chinese?
Well, maybe they got dental plan.
Oh, you know, I didn't think of that.
Dental plan.
Lisa needs braces.
Hey, somebody gets it.
That's old school Simpsons.
Wow, he's coming together really quick.
Yeah, I'm kind
At
of
the start of the
thinking
show, he didn't even
exist.
his outfit wasn't even recognizable. Now most of it's there.
You didn't have shoulder pads in the beginning. No, I kind of sketched him out on Omer's show about half an hour before your show. I'm starting to think of him like more black and white. Like I'm putting, as you can see, like more darkened areas instead of leaving everything open white. I'm thinking more in Mignola terms now. Thinking of the
Blue Man
blacks
Blue
more.
says the AI says the Hellfire missile AGM-114 flies at subsonic speeds, reaching a maximum velocity of around Mach 1.3. But I thought Mach anything was supersonic. Yeah, so did I.
So how many Velociraptor powered is that missile? We should measure missiles in Velociraptor power.
No, we got a horse.
Yeah, but I mean, horses are fine for cars, but missiles should be measured in Velociraptors, I think. That's my 2 cents.
Well,
but we don't know.
I like the idea. It just sounds cooler.
How do we even know how strong velociraptors are?
I don't know, but if we measure them in Velociraptors, does that mean Chris Pratt can talk down the missiles before it blows up?
Yes.
Well,
And
clearly.
like horsepowers aren't even to the power of a horse anyway, James. It's like it's absurd.
Yeah, and we don't have candle power anymore. They go by lumens now.
It's horse in name only.
Fu Man Blue is on your side there, Frederick. The Missile Whisperer. I just love that whole pose he's doing there, Frederick.
Well, thank you. I wasn't sure if it was working out, but it's good to know that. It's not always
it looks
obvious
like he's
to
about
have
to drop down and kick somebody's butt.
Yeah, you gotta have him dynamic, in balance, keeping all those things kind of in mind. It's not an easy character to draw all the time. Plus, as some people put it, you got to draw 4 circles, 4 ellipses each time with the quad board. So I'm going to get good at drawing those with time. But yeah, I think balancing out the blacks is my theme for 2026. Do you guys have any goals, artistic goals for the next year coming?
Balancing out the blacks. Wait, what?
I'd say probably, get this radio drama done before the end of the year and see if it opens up any doors. Because it kind of is, I've been meeting a lot of new people who seem excited to want to take part in the project.
Oh, yeah.
Frederick, you just ignored my ultra edgy joke.
Oh, we
yeah.
heard you. But it just, it should go without saying.
I just
come
baited
on.
you, Otter. You just fell for it.
Oh, I see. I see.
Yeah, there it is. There it is.
The awkward silence is now
I
here.
know.
This
It's
is our
good.
awkward
It's-
silence segment. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Join us every
Hold
night
on.
around 9:45
Somebody
Eastern
muted
time.
me,
We
or
do
am I getting
is our
muted
awkward
automatically?
silence segment.
No, I got muted for some reason. What's the last thing you heard me talk about baiting you at Otter, right? Wasn't that long ago.
It wasn't too long ago.
Okay.
Well, fish bait and regular bait, they kind of taste the same. So fish and fish bait taste the same. So baiting an otter shouldn't be too difficult.
No, I was just saying to James that
I just
yeah,
need
dude,
fish.
participating in an audio play is a lot of fun because you get to record, especially now a lot of people have good mics at home with podcasting and all that, so people are equipped kind of to and I guess like if the voice doesn't match perfectly, you can always kind of coat them with are you planning to coat voices with AI or do work?
Probably not this one because I didn't start out with it and I don't want to kind of start to mess with AI in the midst of it because when you're dealing with artistic people, they're very
yeah some people have a hard stance on AI.
Yeah, and I'm not even going to test the waters on that one. I'm going to go ahead and do this one all natural.
I'm gonna be bold and say I think it's the artist. A lot of it is the artists that are a lot more insecure about their work. The artists that I know that are confident are not commenting one way or the other. They're just making art.
Yeah.
Mini Jim has joined us, and he says, "I love big women." All right,
Good
there's
for you,
plenty.
guys.
There's plenty around this country,
That's
so
duly
you're good to
noted.
go.
Yeah.
Fu Man Blue asked, "Have you guys talked about Exhibition Get 33 getting its award pulled?" Briefly,
A little
we
bit.
touched on it. But
Oh,
it
about the
it
AI
didn't,
thing?
turned into a whole discussion.
But it
at
wasn't
least
the
not
Game of the
yet.
Year awards, Otter said.
The indie game awards, it got disqualified from that for very
It did?
pedantic reasons.
Did it win other awards in the Indie Game Awards or not?
At the Game Awards, it won like 9 awards. It
Yeah,
was
I
huge.
saw that. But you said there's another one called the Indie Game Awards?
Yeah, I got disqualified just because of where they used AI. But the thing is,
Which
nobody.
makes no sense.
That's the thing. They just leave it at that. They used AI, folks. They don't mention how they use AI.
Yeah, that's convenient. I know a lot of people wanted them off a lot of people don't like them because they came out of nowhere and they're winning everything. First of all,
They're
they're
the
making all
new
the
kid
money.
on the block.
Well, they're the new kid on the block. They quit their job at Ubisoft. They're winning all the awards. They're getting all the fish. They're winning
All
big,
the
and they
fish.
got berets and fucking striped shirts, and they're French. Like, what's not to hate?
They also made a damn fine video game that does Final Fantasy better than Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I was this close to buying it. I'm waiting because it's not like perfectly like adapted to the Steam Deck yet. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna hold out
it's
on it.
really just Unreal 5. That's like the biggest thing I can really say against it.
Yeah. I picked up Elden Ring instead, so I'll be playing that in next year, and eventually I'll pick up 33 when it's ready.
It is weird because it's like the game wouldn't be possible without Unreal 5, but Unreal 5 is just a piece of garbage.
Well, it's not optimized, I think, right? I don't know the whole details, but
Oh, I see.
It's
Yeah,
just the most-
it's really just an engine problem more than anything, but it's like for developers, it's actually very easy to use.
It's the UE. It's what I call the Unity effect.
It is.
A handful of years ago, well, close to like 2 decades ago, Unity was like the one thing that everybody would kind of was the engine everybody would gravitate to.
Yeah.
So everybody used Unity. Everything was produced on Unity, and then people would kind of not want to play Unity games because if everything's made on the same thing, if flaws are kind of exposed, you get the shitty game developers who kind of just make crap and produce it on the engine, and you also have just an oversaturation of the same engine. Every engine has its own aesthetic, has its own look, has its own vibe, and when everything's made from that engine, it becomes pretty obvious over time to like the consuming public at large. So right now Unity is going through the same, Unreal Engine's going through the same thing. It just happens to be the popular engine people are making stuff with. And I see why too, because like it's free and they give you the largest cut compared to other engines, because unfortunately, the way it is now, like if you sort of license an engine to make your game, the people who produce the engine do get a cut of your game. Like they do have these weird licensing agreements and shit. And Unreal Engines is sort of like the most developer friendly on that front as well. So there's just a lot there for devs to take a hold of.
The downside is it's just terribly optimized.
yeah, that's what I hear. Some game companies use their own engines, though. I mean,
Some of
I
them
think,
do, yeah.
Hitman series has their own engine. I think Elden Ring as well is in-house engine.
Yeah, there's also engine management that comes with that, because you get the engine starts to age, you don't upgrade it enough, and then before you know it, you get a fucking Starfield.
Yeah, that showed up on the scene with a big old bang and a splash, and then it just fizzled because like everybody was talking about it for 2 weeks, and then no one.
Yeah.
Not even Todd Howard could save it.
Yeah, and a part of that was engine issues. Like their engine's old. They haven't optimized it too much or upgraded it enough.
I've heard it called Loading Screen the Video Game.
Wow.
Fu Man Blue says, "Oh, okay, so not the real awards. Like that shit matters. They
Yeah.
hate them because they're selling copies. The only people that are mad are activists. 9 times out of 10, that's the case. Not just with the Expedition 33.
Well,
When the
activists-
actual fans get upset about something, that's when you need to pay attention, because they're the ones who buy the stuff."
I think also the competition is mad as well, because AAA companies, the corporations, are putting hundreds of millions of dollars, and they're
Yeah.
not selling. And they see these guys with a small team of 30 making in all the bucks that they were eyeing. They're like seeing this
Yeah.
enraged.
Not
like,
only
that's
the
my
buck,
money.
not only the bucks, but the zeitgeist. That people were talking about it.
Yeah.
That's security for your next game. That's hype.
Yeah, I mean, Silk Song was getting some hate like that too for a little bit, even from other indie creators. Like, no man, you dropped the game and you only announced 2 weeks before ahead of time. You need to give us heads up for the rest of us because nobody wants to come out when Silk Song was coming out. I was like, they don't owe anybody anything.
Yeah.
Well, what that is
bummer,
is
but
that's just good old fashioned envy.
Yeah.
It's jealousy.
Yeah, man, you know, everybody wants to be the new hotness, and
Everybody wants to rule the world, man.
that's right. Tears for fears and all.
I guess sometimes you just gotta shout, let it all out.
That's what this show is all about.
Yeah. Well, these
wait.
are the things I can do without.
Talking to you.
Come on.
Here's a cat. Viewed from the back. Here's the back of a cat.
Hey, Whiteout. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
I should call her Whiteout. I need to add speed lines to this drawing. Lots and lots of speed lines.
All the speed lines.
So many speed lines, there won't be any speed lines left.
They're gonna be the fastest, flashiest speed lines you've ever saw. It's gonna
So
be great.
fast.
Fantastic, even. So when you put in speed lines, Frederick, how is there like a rule of thumb to like make sure you're not overdoing it, or is it all just pretty much instinctual?
You have to overdo it, or else you're not doing it right. I think the idea with speed lines is you're kind of like making the scene larger than life, making it like it's an exaggerated effect, right? It's to give you the impression that it's really, really, really fast. So yeah, you have to go by feeling, and I'm not like an expert in speed lines, but I've done a lot, but I still don't feel like I'm a master of it. And here
That's
it's
going
going
to
to
become
be
one of your nicknames one day after you get a lot of experience. Frederick Guimon, master of the speed lines.
well, I'm going to have my own speed lines, the Guimont speed lines. You know, you're going to want the authentic speed lines and not the cheap knockoffs.
People are going to talk about these comic techniques, the Kirby Crackle, the Guimon speed lines.
Yeah. Well, you know they're going to be authentic. You know when it's right is when you start looking close and your hair starts to go to the side with the wind. You know that's when you got enough speed lines, I think.
The secret sauce to his drawing style is a cat mop.
Don't spell it out, Fu Man Blue. That's a trade secret.
Otter, you want to take this one?
Yeah, sure. I've played quite a bit of Expedition 33. I'm going to be one of the simps and say it's a phenomenal game that if you like JRPGs at all, you absolutely should play. It is 100% worth it. The writing actually avoids a lot of the tropes that people don't like in JRPGs. So you kind of get a bit of both worlds. It feels like a JRPG, but instead of manga, you're getting a little bit more bande dessinée or French comics.
Yeah, that's kind of the fascinating part is it's a Japanese style game, but nothing about the look or the writing is Japanese. So they just took the genre. It's almost a Tarantino, right? They're taking their genre from somewhere and putting it into another context and making something completely new with it.
Like you can clearly see where the inspirations are. There's clearly quite a bit of Final Fantasy. There's a bit of Persona, a little bit of Lost Odyssey as well. but it's like how they mix it together and how they contextualize it. That's what makes it really unique.
Well, Otter, wasn't like 2 weeks ago I called it Bande Dessinée, the video game?
Oh, yeah, it kind of is. It's also the Frenchiest video game to ever French. Yeah,
Assassin's Creed Unity.
It is. The baguette and beret costume alone fixes that. And you also have Totally Not Paris.
Or is it set in an imaginary Paris or something?
Well, I won't spoil anything. That's actually part of the mystery.
I'm gonna have to go buy it now.
Is it real Paris? Is it an alternate version of Paris? Is it a fantasy world? That's actually part of the mystery, and that's part of the
there's
fun.
not too many immigrants, I'll be fine.
What I really like about it, though, is it bakes into the setting itself how you immediately come to like a lot of the characters. Because it's like the expedition itself, like the world itself is basically on a doomsday clock. And those who are going on an expedition are trying to basically kill the goddess that is slowly dooming humanity. The thing is, everybody else has given up on it. They're like, we have a limited amount of time left. Let's just focus on each other. The expeditioners are like, hey, there's been like over 50 years of expeditions behind us who have tried to solve this mystery and have died. We got to carry on that legacy and see if we can actually succeed where they failed. So it's like already you get like very altruistic main characters, and that's only the tip of the iceberg for how good the writing is.
Wait, there's an iceberg?
Yes, there is. The writing has layers. It blurs the lines between characters and world building, and it does it very, very well.
Fu Man Blue says, I'm at the final battle, but I'm exploring the world before I wrap it up. And he also says, everyone is light-skinned. The activists are big mad about that.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
there is one black character, but, well, yeah.
All right, well, since we're talking about French stuff, hey, guys, check this out.
People of France! A good-looking, depressed guy smoking a cigarette is not a movie. And your sirens sound like gay guys having a threesome.
There's your public service announcement for this evening.
You're welcome.
Emily was a pretty good French movie.
What was?
Amélie?
Oh, yeah, I've heard good things about Amélie.
Oh, you guys haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I've always heard about it.
This is the first I've heard about it.
Yeah, go check it out. It's got an excellent soundtrack. It's a beautiful movie. It's touching. It's a beautiful like love story that's not like stereotypical. It's like actually super creative and very imaginative.
No, the one thing I can say about the French, especially with their animation, is they were not afraid to push the envelope.
Yeah, it's got a lot of CGI, but for a love story. So it's very, very strange, but it's very.
In general, that's one thing I really admire about French media is that it's I actually think it's a lot like Japan in how it tries new things with established tropes. It's just it gets a lot less attention than Japan does.
Yeah.
And I actually think it's a bit of a crime they don't get quite enough. Like Heavy Metal is one. I ended up watching a bit of an art house movie, Fantastic Planet. It was better than I thought it was gonna be. It was a very interesting.
Oh, that's an
movie.
old one. The one where they use like their earbuds to learn.
Yeah.
To learn. Yeah, that one's fucked up.
It's a fantastic planet. Everyone agrees.
They're blue skinned.
Yeah, there's like two different races, the Drog and the All are just humans.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It's a very trippy movie, but I actually quite liked it.
Yeah, that's a classic. I watched that back in college days.
Anyway, it's coming up on that time, so we're going to start the wrap up. Anything anybody wants to address before we do?
No, I don't want to wrap up. It's too soon.
Keep it going.
All right. So what do you guys want to talk about?
Yes.
Fish.
All the fish.
All the
Give me fish. Yes. All the fish.
Now you can
Yeah, we're coming up on Christmas, everybody. We got to all pitch in and get out our Christmas present.
That's right.
That
I
bass on the
deserve it.
wall that sings.
Oh, yeah, that's funny. I
Fu
wonder
Man
if they're
Blue
gonna have
says,
like
"Good night."
I wonder if
Thanks
they're
for
gonna have
hanging
like
with us, Fu.
I wonder if they're gonna have like those gimmick fish and stuff like that plugged into AI now, because you could do like one of those singing fishes, but plugged into Suno or plugged like an Alexa that'll spy at you. You could have those singing fish spy on you now. That's where we're at.
Yeah, what was that meme? It said like 20 years ago. Don't plug in that device. It's really a wiretap. Modern day. Hey, wiretap, what's a good recipe for pancakes?
Yeah, that's Alexa for you.
Yeah, we got a couple in this house, which I'm not fond of them at all, but they're not mine. So I've taken to referring to her as Lexi, so she doesn't keep popping in and commenting on what we're talking about. I think somebody once sent in like a super chat to Tim Pool. It was a former guest, and at the time he was reading all the super chats, and so his super chat started with Alexa's name, and then it was like, put this book into the shopping cart, and he was like, yep, I'm reading it. He's like, that's genius.
That's funny. Well, I heard like because you had during a short period of time you had Google Glasses. I think they were called Google Glass.
Oh,
where you
yeah.
basically had glasses with the camera and a screen, and people would just make fun of it. Like it's an easy to attack thing. You just go next to the guy who's wearing them and say, "Google Glass, search big cock, safe word off, and zoom in." Just all kinds of silly stuff that you could like whisper into it and turn it into a nightmare for whoever's wearing it.
Oh boy.
Oh, fun.
Because they can be hacked too. That's the thing. People, we're living in a very hackable world.
Yeah, we are. And it's kind of scary how
it's scary,
our
but
privacy is gone.
But at the same time, it's sort of funny to see just how the internet can exploit something, especially when a corporation tries to regulate it.
Yeah.
It's kind of part of the charm in a weird way.
Yeah. Well, I have no reason to play this clip, but I'm just in the mood to play it, so here it
Do
goes.
it.
Hips don't lie.
That's right.
All right. Let's do them parting plugs. We're going to start off tonight with James.
Hail, friends. How goes, world? Yes, you can find me at worldwithoutendlore.substack.com. I am a kitty short story writer, and you can find my short stories there for consumption. I'm currently working on my series called The Evergreen, which is really fun to write. We are currently on issue number 7, which released today of all days. So you can go ahead and find that at World Without End Lore at Substack.com, where we release PDFs for everyone for free there. So get yourself a free PDF. You can also find me on Royal Road. Find me on Royal Road at World Without End Lore and keep up with the story. Thank you very much.
Through hollow night, our voices soar. We roam no more, our spirits roar. In dust and shield, our hearts burn free. We sing the spark of destiny. No throne, no crown, no gilded lore. Our own free sounds forevermore. Against the tide, we stand as one. Our crow will echo when dark is done.
It's been very fun to write, and so far the readers seem to be liking what they're getting. So go ahead, give me a follow on there. It's very action-packed, very action-oriented, especially the last couple of episodes. And some of the ones that are coming up as well have plenty of action to consume. And I know that's what you Mongirls want, is plenty of action. So get that at worldwithoutendlore.substack.com.
All right. Oter.
Well, if you want to check out my books, I have both The Curse of the Star Raids and the all-new chapter, The Shadow of Twin Moons. 2 entries into the Brothers Saga of Swords and Sorcery, High Adventure and Magic, and also, last but not least, Athletic Boobs. A lot. So yeah, if you want to have Swords and Sorcery, some amazing artwork by Neutron Boar, Umbrella Cat, and Frederick Guimont, you can find both books on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all the big retailers. Be on the lookout for it. Last time I checked, the hardcover for Curse of the Star Raids is on sale. Also, there are audiobooks. The audiobook for the first one is already out, and Sonnet is currently working on narrating the second one as we speak. So yeah, if you're more of an audiobook person, you're also covered there. So definitely be on the lookout. More is yet to come.
All right.
The audiobook is great, by the way. I can vouch for it. The voice is awesome, and he does voices for the characters as well, which is pretty cool.
Sonnet did a bang-up job. I honestly couldn't be happier.
And speaking of Frederick Guimont, Frederick!
Yes. So I've got a little comic called Rattel, but it's not, the campaign is closed right now. I've even had to turn down a couple of people who wanted that sweet Akira cover. That was for the closeout only. I'm sorry. But we might have a last call for like a second chance, they call it, before we go to print, but we're still not going to have the exclusive cover. That one's already gone. But instead of playing my trailer again, which we did, I would like to play the trailer for Emily, since none of you guys have ever seen it. Would you indulge me? Yeah, here we go.
Oh,
can you cut the music real quick?
Yep.
Oh, full screen this.
Oh, that's sounds, not music. There we go.
This is Amelie. With the discovery of a simple childhood treasure, she begins a quest to fix other people's lives. And perhaps her own as well.
I think I've seen this trailer before. Is this the same producer that did Ally McBeal?
No, he's the same producer who did Delicatessen, and I think this could be the same producer who did the fourth Alien movie, if I'm not mistaken.
I know a lot of people have said a lot of positive things about Amelie. I've always seen clips of it. I just haven't seen the movie all the way through.
Yeah, it's one of those really good films. There you have it.
All right. I guess I'm the last one left. So, yeah, you guys can check out my stuff on Amazon. Haley Star Bad Kitty and Bad Kitty Haley's World. They are magic-fueled sci-fi adventures. I guess you've heard of lit RPGs? Well, these are lit Metroidvanias. So hang out with Haley, Elizabeth, and Sabrina as they go on adventures and try to solve the cases they're dealing with, and some cases just escape with their lives. You can check them out on Amazon or pretty much anywhere books are sold. And you can also check out my Substack over under Frequency Studios, where there's a short story taking place in the same continuity. And check out, let's see, social media. You can follow me over on the X Twitter under Frequency Studios. And yeah, that's about it. So I guess it's time to roll that beautiful bean footage.
Haley and Elizabeth are back, and this time the Spuds are really going to fly. Who's wild? And this time the Spuds are really going to fly. And Haley's world, who's wild? And this time the Spuds are really going to fly. Who's world? And this time the Spuds are really going to fly.
All right. That about does it. Let's see. Christmas is coming up later this week. So Merry Christmas, everybody. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us and having a good time. If you enjoyed this presentation, hit the like. And if you didn't, we appreciate you stopping by. We'll see you
Merry
next time.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas and an
Merry
utterly new
Christmas.
year.
And
Christmas
God
Merry.
bless. If we were over on a Drink with Crazy's channel, I think right about now, this is where Herman would keep saying, your microphone's still on. Hot mic, hot mic.
I get it.
I've got a hot mic.
Phrasing.
Gotta get
Hey,
some cooler on.
phrasing.
I got a hot CPU.
Oh,
Yeah, but isn't it easier to manage now that it's winter, though, Frederick?
Not at all. You'd think it would, but it won't. It wouldn't.
You need to get a cooler unit for that or something. Or at
Just,
least move it away from the heater.
I need to get a cooler computer.
Just pop off the side and put one of those big old box fans right up against it.
Just drop some ice cubes over top of it every now and then.
Yeah, I play Ice Cube on it every day.
Jewish space lasers.
Good night, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry